Hello! Welcome back to Professor's Garage. I got my tiny baby right there. Today, I'm going to make a hopefully quick video on something I've been meaning to do for months and years, actually. I'm going to make a sling, like a shepherd sling. And I'm going to do this one out of some old clothes. I don't have much... Oh, I got kisses. Not optimistic that it'll be sturdy and last a long time, how I'm going to do it, but it's kind of more of a proof of concept and getting one made kind of thing, because again, I've been wanting to do this for years actually, and just never got around to making a sling. I've wanted a sling since I was, I don't know, 6, and my older brother was out using one when we lived in extra middle of the nowhere, Wyoming. Hi. I think the town we lived in had less than 100 people. But I kind of wanted one back then. I just kind of thought. But recently, since December or something like that, November, October, 2020. Sometime in 2020, I was like, really wanting to get this done. I've just been really wanting to get it done. A little extra for the video, but let's get the camera turned around and set up and ready, and we'll get going. Okay, so here's the materials I plan on using. Have drawstring from some old pajamas of mine. Yes, I had some Cookie Monster pajamas. And then this is the canvas from some old cheap Walmart knockoff Vans, whatever. But I cut it out, and this is going to be the pouch, and this is obviously going to be the string. I'm going to show you real quick how I got the string, because it's not always straightforward. Alright. So here's some other pajamas. Other pair of pajamas. The black ones, you just couldn't see it, and it was actually too hard to remove. These ones are actually newer and haven't lasted as well. So if I can just cut this open. But here's the rear seam that keeps you from pulling the strings just out the waistband anyways. So let me get back here, and this actually has the label as part of that seam. I did get it started just to kind of see how it would be going. So let's get back into it. But what you do is, I'm using a seam ripper here, and you just go through and cut the threads that hold it in. Let's try this side. These threads are easier to see here, easier to get at. Okay, so that should be part of it. Now how well, so I don't know if that was in shot, but I just got that out. And let's grab just the one layer. Haha! So that is free from, I'm just holding on to just this back one. So we should be able to pull it out. Ah! Both sides of the tag. This one's sneaky. You can see it there, especially on the O. Ah, maybe they did that on the black pajamas too. So, let's make sure I get this one in the shot. Oh, that's the label. I want the seam. Alright. Now let's try this. Ha 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 ha. Boop. And there you have your pajama drawstring. Yeah, so this one is actually one piece and another piece or whatever, and they're sewn together here. So the Cookie Monsters are similar to that, and I just cut it. Might have cut a little bit off of both sides also, I don't remember. But you can see where it was sewn through. So there's how you get your drawstring out. Back to the making of the pouch. That's how the idea. Here we go. Okay. And I'm just going to try and do a simple oval pouch. And I don't have a trusty black Sharpie, but I got this one. Okay. So I made my oval, and I'm going to go ahead and sew that. And then, oh, I wanted to, let's make it pointier. Okay. But I'm going to sew across that cross line as well and make two little eye holes or loops, and I'm going to cut the excess out, and then we'll just go ahead and get the sewing done first. Cool, I am still recording. Alright, so I'm just going to use a narrow zigzag stitch for this. Okay. Alright. Not the best at all. I'm actually I think I'm gonna come here and cut off this, so let's just do that. Cool. And with the scissors, I'm just gonna trim off what I don't want. And now, to make the little cross beams. So I'm going to pull this one, get that on it. Okay. It is not pretty, but let's go ahead and I gotta clean it up. So give me just a moment. Okay, my sewing machine turned into an empty cardboard box. Totally kidding. First I'm gonna go ahead and trim these tails. So at the beginning of the video I said I don't have the highest confidence in this design. Mainly it's the materials, and that's because this stuff is essentially falling apart, and I don't know if this simple little stitch is going to keep it together. I thought about, folding it over and doing a whole hem and stitch, but I was like, I don't want to put that much effort into this one. I just want to do quick and dirty with things that maybe a lot of people have. Old shoes, old canvas, old pants, old jammies, or old shoelaces that are still kind of decent. My current shoes are kaput, but the shoelaces are really nice, so I'm going to go ahead and save the shoelaces and try and make another sling maybe. But before I even did this, I did know that it was going to be hard doing those turns and curves, because I tested a couple stitches. I did that stitch, and then I tested the stitch I ended up using, and as you can tell, I didn't do very good with tight turns there either, but I still wanted to do it, so I did. Okay, let's go ahead and go through my portions here, and I did make sure that my back stitching did cross the border on anywhere where the stitching crossed itself, if that made any sense at all to anyone. Okay, so there's my sad looking pouch. Before I cut this off my old shoe, I thought it was going to be super cool and work super well, and then I cut it off and I saw it was falling to bits, and I was like, okay, and it wasn't as big as I was hoping it would be, so cool. Let's go ahead and use this. And I'm just now looking at this and thinking, oh, this is not going to work well at all. Okay. So I cut 2 holes. I thought about doing a couple buttonholes along in here to be able to let it open up a little bit more, kind of like a net. I might do just one large one, but for now, I'm just doing this. And with the Cookie Monster one, I'd already cut it in half because it was pretty much 2 lengths sewn right at the back anyways, and sewn into the pants right at the back. But I already cut them apart, and let's go ahead here. Yeah. And I already did tie a loop in one end. Right. There we go. Okay. And there we go. We'll see if we put a... Oh, well, I'm going to have to put a test video in this. It's not too uneven. Just a little bit. But there we go. And yeah, I'm not super positive that the durability is going to be good on this, but we'll see. And since I have everything out, I might go ahead and do that slit in the middle. Just because I have everything out and ready to go. But if I do, we'll see that in the test video. So hopefully I'll be able to get the test video done tomorrow. I'm going out to my in-laws, and hopefully I'll have a couple minutes to make the video out there. But here's the test video. Alright, so I'm out at my in-laws, and this is where we do our shooting, archery, and sometimes firearms. Just about 15-20 feet away is where our targets are, usually. But today, maiden voyage of the Sling. So, I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to do with the loop on my middle finger, and hopefully the wind doesn't knock my phone over. It's sitting on top of a barrel. And then gripping the knot with my index finger, and that's how I'm going to go ahead and do it. I'm thinking with how thin and weak everything is, again, the durability is what I was most suspect of with this. So I'm thinking I might get just one rock out of it, but we're going to go ahead and get started before my phone blows over and everything. I already picked up the rock I'm going to use first. This one fits in the pouch pretty nice. And this is the first time I've ever used a sling, so we'll see how it's going to do. I'm going to try and do the figure 8 method. Hopefully it's not going to break and send the rock back that way. But let's go. Well, that feels quite sturdy, actually. Way high. This rock's a bit smaller. I'm surprised with how sturdy that feels. I think that's too big. I don't know. That slipped out. That one went like straight into the dirt. Okay, they're slipping out and not ripping the pouch. So that's nice. Yeah, it's almost going to go. This one is literally hanging on by a thread now. But that held up a lot better than I was initially expecting after making it. So that's pretty good. I think we can just stop it here. Because yeah, I mean, I could try getting one shot that way, that range, but yeah, no, wind's coming this way, would catch my phone and blow my phone over. Let's not do that. I'm gonna try one more time, actually, I think. That time I was off by like maybe 2 feet. Way high again. Yeah, now that's really gone. So I'm gonna go ahead and end it here. This has been Professor Garage, having some fun. I gotta go handle some kids, it looks like. But have a great day. See ya.